Well, I stood stone-like at midnight, suspended in my masquerade, and I combed my hair, it was just right, and commanded the night brigade. I was open to plane and crossed by the rain.
One of my favorite memories, it's not really a memory, it's more of a trait that Trey has, that he's had since grade school, on through high school till today. He's never, ever been ashamed to kiss me or hug me. Hello, goodbye, for any reason at all. And not only is he not ashamed to do it for me, he does it with his dad, he does it with his grandparents, he did it with his sister, he does it with his aunts and uncles. He always kisses and hugs. A handshake's not good enough. He's got to kiss you and hug you.
I think he just did do that with me at the close of the UK game at Dickman's the other day, which was incredible. So one of the things I do remember quite a bit about Trey, and our friends always commented, is his perpetual motion. That's a term they always used. Trey's very passionate, whether he was playing a sport or around his family or friends. He's just a committed person, and we love that about him, and I know that'll be an incredible trait with his family and with Abby and children.
I strolled all alone to a fallout zone, came out with my soul untouched. I hid in the cloud and wrath of the crowd.
This is impossible. This is an impossible question because Trey's been my primary for quite some time now, and there's too many stories that I can even think of. God, the haunted woods, all the time we spent in my basement playing on that stupid little tyke soup, having like elaborate tournaments and hanging banners. Kicked my ass. It's too many, man.
Sit down, I stood up. Ooh, growing up.
My earliest memory of Trey and I was at a high school prep class before Cub Cath had begun. I don't really remember much about the class, but what I do remember is the excitement that I had to tell my mom about the new friend that I had met from Edgewood. I couldn't have imagined at that time that that person would then become not only my closest friend, but a coworker, a teammate, a roommate, but most importantly, Trey became the brother that I have always wanted.
Piracy flew from my mast, my sails were set wing to wing. I had a jukebox graduate for a first mate. She couldn't sail, but she sure could sing.
I would say the most memorable moment for me with Trey had to be him inviting me to be on his retreat team while we were in college. It was really the start of our relationship, and it's something that I will definitely never forget.
With the blues, with my gear set stubborn on standing. I broke all the rules, straight my old high school. Never once gave thought to landing.
There's a lot of moments that stick out with Trey and myself, but thinking back really early and trying to think of one that's memorable, there's a picture of us taking a bath together, which at the time wasn't weird because we were young, so, you know, it was acceptable. But anyways, it sticks out to me for a couple of reasons. But let me show you the first. So this is a really realistic portrait of what it looked like at the time. So you got me on the right, nice little floaty, got a little tan on my face. And then you got Trey on the left, who just had a great, phenomenal tanning year. Great job, Trey, that year. But, you know, the reason that sticks out to me so well is that's really the beginning of us becoming great friends and being where we are today.
That time when we were sophomores that I let Trey drive the rental car on vacation without a license. And yeah, I was hanging on for dear life.
Well, I have lots of memories of Abby, but I have to say the most recent one was one Saturday morning when we were getting ready to go out on the boat, and we all got up from the breakfast table to get in the shower, and Abby got in her shower and yelled down, "What is this all over the shower?" And I had cleaned the day before and put some stuff on her tile that had to be rinsed down, and once she realized she had to rinse something down, she immediately got out and went into my shower. So when I got up to get in my shower, she was in there because she was too lazy to rinse down the shower. So I said, get out, or I'm getting in with you. And, of course, she didn't get out, so I got in with her, pajamas and all. And so then Kate comes along and pours a big, tall glass of ice water over top the shower on both of us. It was warmer for me because I had pajamas on. And a water fight ensued, and Abby chased Katie, and then they were throwing water all over my bedroom. Carpet, bedding, whatever. And Abby streaked through the house over to her bedroom again, not knowing that Trey was downstairs in the family room looking up at all the commotion.
Well, with me, I think it was probably she's always so good in sports, and she's always so daggone competitive, which is a good thing. I think she probably gets that from her dad, and maybe a little from her mom. But back when she was playing soccer in the early days, and I was coaching her before she went into select, it was at the St. Thomas team, and we actually won the gold then at the Bluegrass. And she jumped up on me and jumped up on my shoulders, and act like a little father-daughter moment at that time. So that was probably one of the greatest memories with Abby.
She's a yellow pair of running shoes, a holy pair of jeans. She looks great in cheap sunglasses. She looks great in anything. She's I want a piece of chocolate.
It's hard for me to pick one favorite memory about Abby. I think probably my favorite memory just has been really a culmination of all the little moments that we've shared together over the past 23 years. If I had to pick a time period, though, that was my favorite, I would have to say our time down in Lexington was my favorite. We were down at school together, and we started spending time together, not because we were sisters and we lived together, but because we wanted to see each other. And I think that's the point when our relationship switched from being more of sisters to being more of friends. I'd have to say the same for Trey as well. When the three of us were down in Lexington, we were all a year apart, and so we got to spend several years together down at school. And I think that's the point when we kind of formed our own little family unit, and I, of course, was the third wheel. But Abby and Trey accepted me lovingly, I think, and we had a great time together. I would say probably that the national championship game ranks at the top of my list as far as favorite memories with Abby and Trey goes. I know Trey got down to Tukey's probably at 8 o'clock in the morning to save us seats, and then Abby and I got down there a little bit later in the afternoon, and we spent probably over 10 hours at Tukey's just drinking and playing beer pong and having a good time before the game started, and of course we had a great time after the game.
Take me to a movie, I can't find a thing to wear. Now and then she's moody, she's a Saturn with a sunroof, with her brown hair blowing. She's a soft place to land.
My favorite memory of Abby has to be probably when we were little. I think Abby told this same story on my wedding video, but when we were little, camping with Sergeant Uncle Carol and Grandma and Grandpa, all of us kids devised this awesome plan to buy candy at the candy store that day and then sneak out of the camper that night to eat the candy that we had bought that day. So we had kind of spent all day planning how we were going to sneak out of the trailer, get past Sergeant Uncle Carol to meet the kids that were in the other camper outside to eat the candy. And I was in the trailer with Abby, and we got up at night after Sergeant Uncle Carol were already sleeping. We had to sneak past them in order to get out the door. And we had kind of created a plan that if we got caught, Abby was going to say that she left her stuffed pig, or that Megan left her stuffed pig in the trailer, so we had to take it back to her so that she could sleep that night. So Abby, of course, we probably pushed her out there first to get caught first, but so she got caught by Uncle Carol. He woke up and kind of questioned her what she was doing, and I just remember yelling to Abby, "Abby, the pig, don't forget to tell him about the pig." And she was so nervous and so scared. I don't even remember what she said to Uncle Carol, but we got yelled at and got in trouble for trying to sneak out of the camper. So I think that's my most memorable memory of Abby. Certainly spent a lot of time together when we were little and camping with Grandma and Grandpa and Sergeant Uncle Carol, and we always had so
Good
much.
feeling, no. She's a warm conversation that I wouldn't miss for nothing. She's a fighter when she's mad, and she's a lover when she's loving, and she's
One of my favorite memories of Abby I believe the Straughans were in town at this time, and we were at Jake and Tyler's house when they lived together. And I just remember that night being such a blast. Me and her, we were all in our sweatpants, dancing in the basement, just being ridiculous, basically. But we had so much fun, and I'm sure everyone can agree that was there that night, that remembers. And we all slumber partied and spent the night and felt great the next day.
I ever wanted and everything I need. I talk about her, I go on and on and on.
Hey guys, hope everyone's drunk by now watching this. I just wanted to talk about my favorite memory with Abby. Would probably have to be our daily trips to school together in high school. It's probably really what sparked our friendship. Having Katie as an awesome taxi driver helped. Thanks, Katie. Soccer was always a really big part of it as well. Taking road trips, staying in hotels, all that fun stuff. A lot of it's probably not appropriate to tell. Me and Abby also lived together in college. I was always convincing her to stay in Lexington, and Lisa was always trying to get her to go home. So boo, Lisa. Just kidding. But it's always been really fun with Abby. And then as far as Trey goes, I've known Trey for a while, ever since we were kids. He's always been an awesome guy. Probably couldn't have picked a better guy for Abby.
Oh, she's everything to me. She's a Saturday out on the town and a church girl.
Hi guys. My favorite memory with Abby. Let's see. That would probably have to be one of the houseboat trips that we've been on and all the shenanigans that we've done on them. Or, well, probably just any time we've had our toes in the water, ass in the sand. Cold beer every now and then, pardon my French. Yeah, I think I'll
She's a cross around her neck and a cuss word 'cause it's Monday. She's a bubble bath and candles. Baby, come and kiss me. She's in one glass of wine and she's feeling kinda tipsy.
My favorite memory of Abby is traveling. Our parents met on their honeymoon over 25 years ago and then had kids around the same time frame. So my brother TJ, Abby, Katie, and I grew up together. Whether we were traveling to Kentucky to visit them or they were coming to Nebraska, we'd always make it a point to see each other once a year. In particular, my favorite vacation spot was Table Rock in Branson, Missouri. Spending a week at the lake was always a blast, whether we were shoving way too many people on the tube, jet skiing, cliff jumping. Spent a lot of time laughing, of course. But I think I'm most excited about the four of us starting our own families, making it a point to travel together and raise our kids together as well. I'm really looking forward to that the most. Pool jumping. I'm sure many in the room haven't heard of that term, but pool jumping is when you hop from pool to pool in a close vicinity. So when we were in Table Rock with the Fangmans, we were stuck in traffic numerous times on Main Street as all the shows were getting out at the same time. And Abby and TJ would sit in the back of the car, and when we would get stuck in traffic, Katie or I would run around, open the back, and they would jump out in their swimsuits and jump from pool to pool to pool down Main Street, just hopping over the fences into the pools and then back into the car. We decided that after seeing the Fangmans neighborhood and how many pools they had, it only made sense to go pool hopping in Wilder. Luckily, we had Trey with us, and instead of, taking it the easy way and putting on our swimsuits to go pool hopping, we decided we had to go right then and there, and Kate, Abby, and I jumped in our clothes, and Trey decided to strip down to his boxers. I think it was that moment in particular that I could really tell how compatible Trey and Abby really were. He fit right in, always was willing to have fun with us, and just a true family-oriented guy.
She's the giver I wish I could be, and the stealer of the colors. She's a picture in my wallet of my unborn children's mother. She's the hand that I'm holding when I'm on my knees and praying.
Out of the tree of life I just picked me a plum. You came along and everything started into hum.
The secrets to a happy marriage, I think, is not to have unrealistic expectations. For instance, really don't expect to be happy all the time, because you won't be happy all the time. Marriage has its ups and its downs, and when it has its downs, that's when you really want to stay close with your girlfriends, your friends, and your family. But I think when you expect too much of everybody and everything, you're going to be disappointed a whole lot. So just don't have unrealistic expectations.
Give you the same advice I've given every kid or everybody that got married. It's always the little things that count. The big things will take care of themselves. But just think about the little things, and that'll take care of all through.
Till it's a real good bet, the best is yet to come. Best is yet to come, and babe, won't that be fine?
Keeps his outlook on life just the way he is right now. Happy-go-lucky, and just a leader as they come down the pike, and he'll have no problems whatsoever.
And I just want to say, don't sweat the small stuff, and don't argue about anything unless it'll make a difference in 5 or 10 years.
You think you've seen the sun, but you ain't seen it shine. Wait till the warm up.
Well, we are going to be married 54 years in a couple days. And out of those 54 years, we've probably been together 24/7, 40 of those years. And you got to give each other some space. You got to give each other what they're going to be needing when they don't agree with what you say.
Yeah, when Trey was little, he always shook my hand, and I'd squeeze his hand, and every time he come in here, he'd want to squeeze my hand, and I'd squeeze his, but now he can beat me. He can crush my hand now. He still does that to this day.
On the way, wait till our lips have met, and wait till you see that sunshine day. You ain't seen nothing yet.
Just bite your tongue a lot. And I would say always look twice. It usually always comes out straight. No matter what you say or what you do, it always comes out the way you want it to. What's your secret?
It's a give and take situation. That's a given. You don't do that, and don't try to be the boss all the time, like some people I know.
That's no fun.
The best is yet to come, and babe, won't it be fine? Best is yet to come, come the day you're mine.
There's always compromise, consideration, and there's that old saying, never go to bed angry. I think that sometimes it's better to go to bed and sleep on it, and things always seem a little bit better in the morning, to me.
So when you think about a trait that will make Trey an excellent husband to Abby and a great father, we've talked about his passion and his ability to overcome adversity. But I think Trey has a very genuine character and is never afraid to speak his mind and let you know how he feels. And I think that and his strong commitment to family and friends will just be something that will go a long way in the relationship.
He's going to be a really great husband. He's going to be an awesome dad. I can just see that coming.
Baseball, basketball, to soccer, and he was just a leader. That's all there was to it. And he just bubbled with confidence. And he's just a great, great kid.
Abby and Trey, we love you with all of our hearts, and we cannot wait to share this next chapter of your lives together.
Yep, we love you. We know you're meant to be together, so enjoy life, and don't forget where home is.
Just wish all you guys all the luck in the world, but just remember the little things that count, and you'll have no problem with your marriage.
Congratulations.
And maybe you'll live as long as we did.
Congratulations to both of you. You're starting off so well. It can't help but be a beautiful, successful, wonderful marriage. You're both two beautiful, wonderful kids, and we love you. Love you with all our hearts. We couldn't love you more. There's nothing in this world that you could possibly do to make me love you any less. Nothing in this world. Love you. Mwah!
You've been a lot of fun in my life, and I just wish you all the luck in the world with yours. You guys will make a good couple, and I'm sure you'll have a lot of fun together. Love you guys both. Okay, Trey, I finally got you in the family now. I guess I can get back off. I gave it a good try, but it didn't work.
Yes,
Love it. Love it very much.
we do, yes.
Wish you all the happiness in the world.
I don't know if you guys know this, but if we were to like map Trey's attributes onto like Madden scales, his ability to be attracted by teenage girls, probably to this day, is still a 99. It certainly was back in the day. And he was just obsessed with Abby from the get-go. So, yeah. All right, that's all I got. Again, I love you, especially Mike Corbin.
You, the future Mr. and Mrs. Brophy. I wish you guys nothing but much, much happiness together in your future. I love you both.
Trey and Abby, congratulations to both of you. I can't wait to come home and celebrate the new Mr. and Mrs. Brophy. I love you guys.
I knew Trey was the right one when I guess that he could put up with the indecisiveness and procrastination skills that Abby has. Well, mine are very similar. We learned that freshman year. Whoops. But if he can put up with that for 9 years, 9 years, then I guess a whole lifetime shouldn't be too much harder, right? Love you guys.
If y'all don't already know, Abby and Trey have been together for like 20 years already, so pretty sure we all knew she was the one.
I can't explain how happy I am that both of my cousins are getting married and for me to be a part of it. And to watch you guys grow as a couple throughout all these years. And just know that I love you both very, very much and am such a proud and happy older cousin to you both.
I think after meeting them, you kind of just get a sense that they were supposed to be together. You just kind of know. But congrats, guys. Looking forward to the wedding.
I'm really happy for you guys. I couldn't be happier to call you guys my best friends.
With you, Abby, there's not really one indistinguishable moment where I can say I knew you were the one, but it's rather just getting to know you throughout the years in the past and how patient you've been with my family and getting along with my family and how much you've cared for the same things that Trey has and my uncle has and my aunt has. Abby, you're a phenomenal person. I'm so happy that we're about to make this official. So I love both of you guys. I'm happy we're here, and I wish you all the best.
I couldn't dream of Abby being with anyone else, and I'm very excited for both of you. I think just seeing Abby and Trey together, you kind of had that feeling. It was like, not to say, yes, he's the one, but it was like, can't possibly be anyone else. And so I think just over the years, Trey has become part of this family and just felt like he always belonged there. I love you both very much, and I am so excited to share this with you. Can't wait for April 19th. Love you.